KHOP88 live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm not Jason Joyce. I'm Marnie Glickman, pretending to be Jason Joyce, and we are here today with a special co-host and two amazing guests. So I will introduce the special co-host. Doug Robertson is joining us from Bend, Oregon. Welcome, Doug. What's new there?
Hello. It's just a beautiful day, a little smoky out, but not too bad.
But tell us, where is Bend, Oregon?
It is in the middle of the state of Oregon. It's called Central Oregon. It's on the east side of the Cascades. We're at 3,500 feet. We have a major ski area right outside of town, and then every other outdoor thing you can think of. And we're 3 hours from Portland.
Cool. Well,
yeah.
I'm very happy to introduce Heather Mezzenga Stevens and Kris Camp Glaser. Welcome. Tell us, Heather, where are you in Minnesota? Orient us.
Yeah, so I'm in Plymouth, actually not far at all from kind of the Ridgedale area, just north of Wayzata. So my kids go to Wayzata High School. So I'm not actually far from home at all from where I grew up. So it's kind of crazy because you still expect to see more people than you do, and then you run into people and find out they live close or that kids are at Wayzata or Hopkins close by. But yeah, so I'm Plymouth.
Cool. And Kris, where are you living these days?
I'm living out in Chanhassen.
Cool. And so
my Prince.
You're near Prince. Nice.
How fitting.
And so when was the last time you two saw each other?
That would have been Wednesday professionally. I went to go see Heather for a massage.
Was that your work, Heather?
It is. Yep. I do
Tell us about your work
and some coaching. Yep. So lucky me in this day and age. Everybody is stressed out, so I'm staying busy.
Has your work changed very much in the pandemic?
You know, I actually was concerned because before the shutdown, it really quieted down for 2 weeks before, and I thought, gosh, are people going to be concerned to come back? And I'm independent, so I work for myself, and I have been really, really busy. So I'm blessed. I'm really lucky. But I think because I'm not in, a public place, I office out of my home, and then also always at a country club, but mainly people have been coming here or I've been going to their home. And because people aren't used to officing out of their home, their workspace isn't ergonomically correct. So people's neck and shoulders and just the stress are really a lot of tension and a lot of fear.
Yeah.
So I have been really, really busy. So I'm thankful that I have work.
And what kind of coaching do you do?
Kind of life coaching. And it,
nice.
I kind of thought, okay, I'll do it on its own, but it works out within my business of what I do now. Because I do a lot of.
Those seem like they would integrate.
Yeah, it does. It integrates.
You can coach people as you're massaging them.
Pretty much.
And then all their troubles come out.
Exactly. The body tells the story.
My wife's a hairstylist, so when she touches their head, everything pours out of their mouth.
Yeah. I used to cut hair before I did massage, so it's exactly right, Doug.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Kris, how has your life changed in the pandemic?
Just working from home, I would say. I set an office up. I lost my job. I'm furloughed. They will call me back if and when the doors open. I was doing party rentals, so I was doing tents and weddings and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of at the wayside, and I found another job to do customer service for an ink company. So I've been filling my time at home doing that.
Did you pick up any new hobbies or habits? How about you, Doug?
I did pick up that diamond art painting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Can you explain what it is for people? I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's just a picture that you get, and it's on a sticky back, and you kind of color by numbers with diamonds or jewels.
Oh, cool.
Like
Do you want me to grab one?
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Is that Kris's dog or yours, Heather?
It must be Kris's. Mine are actually quiet at the moment, so I'm locked in my room. So
That's cool.
Otherwise they'd be in here with me.
So,
oh, cool.
Oh, wow. That's out of like little crystals?
Yeah, so they're like little beads that you put
Oh,
on.
that's really cool.
They're flat on one end and then rounded on the other. And then here's the next one that I just finished. Kind of, can you see it? A lighthouse?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
That's a fun hobby.
And
So,
you were showing us before the show the painting. Do you paint regularly?
no,
No.
I have no crafts, no arts.
So for the party supply company, did you actually go to the sites, or was it you just handle the rental parts of it?
I handle the rental parts of it. So
Okay.
I help them fulfill their image.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I thought it was
I worked for a company that did a lot of weddings at one point. So
It's fun until Bridezilla shows up.
Yeah, which is
right.
great.
I did a Mickey Mouse wedding once.
Mickey Mouse wedding?
Yeah, the whole wedding was Mickey Mouse, including like they had a carriage. It was crazy.
Oh,
And
I had
I
a
did
lady
one-
that
I did a wedding where they set up like it was a race car wedding.
oh, fun.
Yeah.
I had one where she wanted to do kind of like Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Had all like very gold, backgrounds on their plates, and she had gold rim on all the wine and champagne glasses and whatnot. And she's like, it's missing something. It's just missing. So I quick went and I grabbed a red napkin and I rolled a rose.
oh my gosh, totally.
Like the rose right in the middle, and that's
Perfect.
sealed the deal. It was perfect.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, so tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your friendship. You were friends in high school, right? But when did your friendship first start, and what is your first memories of each other?
You go ahead, Heather.
Well, so for some reason, I'm picturing a track meet or gymnastics meet. We were trying to figure that out the other day. So it was in 6th grade because I went to Tanglin, and then boundaries changed. I went to Burwell, and then 6th grade back at Tanglin where we met. And so that's my memory is meeting. But Kris, did you ever figure out who your 6th grade teacher was?
No, I didn't go look. I get in the basement and dig.
Because we were trying to decide if we were in the same. So I had Mr. O'Main, which was an amazing teacher. And so we were trying to figure out if we were in the same class, if we just met like during, the elementary school always does like that physical fitness day or whatever. Could have been that as well. See, we don't have
my attendant. What were you considered? What is it? Personal attendant?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you went to North or West?
We went to North.
We both
Okay.
went to North. Yeah. So then we were friends through, junior high and high school. In fact, her dad taught me how to water ski.
We did do
Nice.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just remember going out on your boat, and she was trying to find a totally terrible picture of her dad. What birthday was that he was spanking me? And she thought it would be funny to show because parents would not get away with posting that anymore.
I think it was our 16th.
I think so too. It was
Because we had a party in the basement, and I remember you were over there helping me get ready because we kind of did it together because we're so close in birthdays.
yeah, your dad
gave you spankings before your birthday because
yeah, which was, of course, nowadays would be on video, but back then we didn't quite have the videos, which is probably better.
Right.
Well, it's funny you bring up water skiing because one of my memories of Doug, which I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to ask you, every time I'm on the road and my car is right behind a car towing a boat,
Oh.
I turn to my children and I say, I have a memory of Doug Robertson towing a boat and it falling off on the freeway. Is that a real memory?
That's a real memory.
Oh my God.
That's true.
That happened, I think that was the summer after our senior year.
Mm.
And we were out at
Oh
someone's cabin on Lake Minnetonka, and there was like 6 or 8 of us.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been Patty Hagries or somebody I don't remember who it was, but we went out there, and then when my dad would let me take our ski boat out at that time. He trusted me, and on the way back, I was on Highway 7, and right before 494, this car blew by me, this big sedan, and it was weaving in and out of traffic really probably, you know, I was going maybe 50 and they were going 75. And then we came up on Shady Oak Road and the line of traffic was slowing down in the right lane to turn. And all of a sudden they darted out of that line of traffic. The light turned yellow and they stopped in front of me. And I rear-ended them and the boat flew off the trailer, banked off the back of the car and landed on the pavement next to the road.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was my parents were very patient.
Yeah, so did they let you take the boat out again after that?
I don't think the boat ever went out after that. I think that was the death of the boat. Yeah.
We just got a new boat.
They towed the boat up onto a flatbed.
Oh.
And then the police gave me a ride home because everything was totaled.
Gosh, I'm so glad that's a real memory.
It's a real memory.
I could draw it. So Kris, you just got a new boat?
Yeah, our family, we just purchased another boat. We've had 3 my whole time growing up. So, and I've never been without a boat. So last summer was the first summer that we didn't have a boat, and me and my mom went crazy. So we decided we'd get another boat.
Nice.
And do you water ski?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is that what most Minnesotans do? Heather, do you still water ski?
No, in fact, Kris, that was probably one of the few times I did
One of the reasons to get a massage.
Exactly. Which is funny though, because so many of my memories are with her family on the boat. So that's funny that you guys that you said that you got another boat, Kris. One of my other memories, Kris, was your dad brought me to a car auction to get a car.
Yeah.
And I was driving the car home and like it had no axle, no steering wheel, was like going, and I'm on 169. And thankfully your dad after that took the car and decided that I should maybe get a different one. He saved me on that one. He was trying to be so nice and bring me to the auction to help me get a car.
Right.
Nice.
Wow.
Every Wednesday we'd go to the auction.
Yep.
And you go to the auction and look for cars for fun?
Yeah, we'd buy, my dad was a car leaser.
Oh, okay.
So until it got really difficult to work with the banks and have loans for people. But yeah, he would help people get cars and you would pay your monthly bill to my dad. And
I used to go when I was little with my dad in Golden Valley, and we walked to the car dealership where they gave out free hot dogs on Saturdays.
Oh my gosh. They totally did. I forgot about that.
We have some audience members saying hello. Chad Alt has a question for you, Heather. Heather, where did you receive your instruction for massage?
Minneapolis School of Massage, and then I actually took, and it was an excuse to go to California, and I went to California College of Physical Arts in Huntington Beach.
Ooh,
back in 1993. It's been a long time.
you used to work on a cruise too, didn't you, for a while?
No, that was Club Med.
Oh.
When I first went, I wanted to travel because I was cutting hair, and I thought, gosh, I wanted to travel. So I was in Mexico for a few months, and then it was disastrous. So I came home, and then I started working at the gym with a lot of the pro wrestlers, and then working with chiropractors in that, and then kind of got more into working with athletes, which has been fun.
Oh, cool.
we have a question for the special co-host.
Oh.
Tony Ceruno says, "What's up, Doug?"
Just living. I don't know. That's a broad question.
Tony, get more specific.
Yeah.
Well, tell us. So we were talking about cutting hair, and it makes me think about what?
I was just gonna say hi back to Tony.
I'm being all chatty because there's so much to talk about. So it makes me think of our friend Nina.
Yes, Nana and Jack.
Yeah. And Nina's mom cut my hair, and so I was, we were talking about hairdressers, and tell us about what you remember about them, if there's anything you want to share with everyone.
Yeah, so we were junior, and Kris, I don't know if you remember this better, but wasn't it towards like the end of the year, or was it, I'm just trying to remember when it was, but I remember Jack had like just kind of made plans, and he was like looking forward to graduating. I had just gotten home from school, and at the time was working at Dayton's, and I knew there was an accident, but I went off to work, and then because it happened in front of my house, because it was kind of a sharp curve on Cedar Lake Road. And then we got the call and came back. And that's when it was like for days, all the high school people and that was traumatic.
In front of your house, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I swear I remember him picking her up in front of the high school and her.
Yeah.
We were, the buses were there, all the buses were there.
We were all walking out of school.
Yep, she was gonna get on the bus, and he's like, "Oh, come on!" He goes, "Come on, let's go get on the bike." And so they took off, and I was probably, I'm thinking 4, 5, 6 cars back when we left, and it was the whole thing was just crazy. I mean, it was just. Supposedly what it looked like is the driver, there was a janitor on his way to go clean the schools. And so as we're leaving, he was coming, and when Jack to go around that corner, before that pink house, remember that pink house around the corner? That's Heather's.
Oh, nice.
Everybody knows pink house.
Yep, Heather lived in the pink house. So when you went around the corner, he leaned like he was supposed to, and kind of leaned opposite, and it made the bike kind of just flip out. So the bike just kind of like slid, and those guys just went sliding. Yeah,
because I think he also hit the brakes, and when you do that on gravel, you know. And so it was, you know, they had spray painted, you know, they always do the accident scene, so they spray paint the scene. Well, my mom had to call the city and say, you need to paint over that, because all the students were coming and looking at that, and it was stopping traffic, and it was so traumatic, you know, for us living there, because you had everyone there. Mm-hmm. It was like, okay, we don't need to see these body prints here anymore. Like it was horrible. Yeah, that was just such a time. I forgot that Nana's mom cut hair, though. You're right.
Right. Cut my hair. Brad Jones is here and says, I was 3 cars behind them. And then, it's really a sad memory. And there's, you know, one of the reasons Jason and I started this show so we can think about our classmates, right? You know, have passed away. And I'm just glad that you know, can remember them.
Yeah, I thought it was important to bring that up, because that was a really big deal in high school, you know.
That was huge.
Yeah, to have 2 classmates die, and Jack was a senior and we were junior, you know, Nana was a junior. That was a really big deal.
And I was friends with Jack, really good friends with Jack too, and his sister, Ginger.
Yeah.
And was she older?
Yeah, she was Steve's age, my brother Steve's age.
Didn't they paint the rock after? Yeah, with kind of a memorial to them.
Yeah, until it got painted again.
Right. Right. I just remember that.
Did you all ever paint the rocks together? The 2 of you?
Never did paint the rocks. I couldn't even get Heather to teepee with me.
Nope. Yeah,
she wouldn't teepee.
Nope, I was too afraid of getting caught and in trouble, so I never would teepee. Kris had to do that on her own.
But we did get caught drinking together.
Yeah.
Where?
By your parents.
No, it was my uncle. It was my Uncle Mike, remember? Bob's.
Oh, I forgot. We were camping. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
We were camping, and I took Heather with us camping, and Heather kind of had a small crush maybe on my cousin.
Good old Bob.
Good old Bob Roach. I don't know, Marty, did you ever meet him?
It sounds vaguely familiar. His name.
He lived in Golden Valley for a while, but then after that they moved to New Hope.
Okay.
And they went into the Robbinsdale School District. But anyway, Elise and Heather both really liked my cousin Bob. We were at the cabin, and we decided we were going to go for a boat ride, and Heather had the alcohol wrapped in her blankie, and my uncle says, "Let me look in that blanket," and he busted us right away. Not that we got in trouble or anything. It was just we got called out, and it was pretty.
Yeah.
So now that you're still friends, all these decades later, what do you 2 do together for fun?
The last time we came over and met the grandkids.
Yeah. Went over to your parents' house and met the grandkids.
Yeah, when I had the grandkids over at my mom's.
otherwise we saw each other that get together, which Kris had a picture when Chris Solon, it was a couple months before he died, when he and Rachel Arvidsson were in town. We all got together.
When did Kris pass?
So it was November of, gosh, is it 2 years or 3 years now? 3?
3.
Gosh,
2017?
November?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that was a bunch of us, Kyle Hansen, a bunch of us got together then, which was kind of fun. Jenny Thompson, and
Yeah.
that was fun to see each other. And then
And had he and Rachel been together since high school?
no.
No, okay.
No, they, what, maybe a year and a half, 2 years? How long have we been married?
They were married a couple years, but was it? I felt like it was a reunion maybe that they kind of met again.
And then
wow.
he was traveling. And so he was in Arizona, and somehow Rachel was with somebody. Chris went over and hung out and met them and whatever. And I know there was a couple of visits that way.
Yeah.
And then I remember Chris came home one time and he's like, now what do I do? And I go, what do you mean? And then he told me how much he really wanted to be around Rachel. And I told him, go for it, just do it. So all of a sudden he moved out there. But
Wow.
he had actually traveled home one time because me and my family were there. And he said, he goes, I stay, can I drive home with you guys? And we said, sure. So he did. So he stayed an extra week and then rode back home with us in the car. It was pretty fun.
I just remember I had no idea they were even dating, and all of a sudden Rachel calls me and she's like, I have something to tell you. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was kind of sworn to secrecy until they figured it out.
Yeah.
I never talked to Rachel about it, only with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
So funny.
Chris and I would get together and have dinners and whatnot, and we hung out. So, and then we had lunch right the day that he ended up in the hospital. So,
Wow.
I seen him about an hour before he had passed.
Yeah, you were the last one to see him before his mom found him. Yeah. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And your friendship with him, when did it start, Kris? How old were you?
Junior high?
Junior high, maybe.
I don't even know. Kyle Hansen, I know we've been friends since before we went to school because our school together.
Yeah. Well, they both had some of the best hair in high school.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Yeah.
Rocker hair.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We have many more comments I want to share with you. Elise Rareup says, hi, ladies.
Hey.
Hey, Elise.
Elise, I hope you and Eric come on the show soon. Chuck.
Yeah, I was talking to her this morning about that. So yes, I told her she has to come on. If I'm doing this, she has to get on here and do this too. So
everyone's going to come on. Okay, then there's a mysterious comment from Chuck Giostra, pale glider.
Oh, that was a basketball. That was a basketball nickname. I think from gym class or something. I remember that. And I think it was when I don't remember exactly how that name came about, but I remember that.
Okay, there's some more. Heather Thorson says, hello, Heather and Kris. I love you guys. Heather had a Blinky. My memory is that she used to chase me with her Dobermans.
Oh, she's terrible.
Those Dobermans scared me though too. Those were big dogs.
Okay, so she's posing this important question. Heather rescues Dobermans now. Ask her, big deal. So, okay, fess up.
Yes, we do Doberman Rescue Minnesota, and I currently have 2 Dobermans that were foster fails, but they're big, just love bugs. They are just huge therapy dogs. So yes, and Heather did come over, and she got to snuggle with one on the couch, so she's not so afraid of them anymore. But she does remember me, and we used to just play hide and seek, and then they'd chase after her, and I have to admit I would laugh because it was pretty funny.
I'm a cat person. What is a Doberman?
A Doberman?
Yeah.
So do you remember
The Magnum PI dog.
Yeah, exactly. The dog from Magnum PI. They were the big, scary dogs. So everybody thinks they're vicious
Big,
dogs.
tall, like small horses.
Yeah.
Really short hair.
Yeah. Black, rust kind of around their face typically.
Oh, you're gonna have to Google it.
You'll
I know,
to Google
afterward.
it.
Just watch Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Doug, you have some trivia. Do you have a trivia question that you want to try us in the audience?
Okay, I have a trivia question.
Okay.
These might be easy. Where was our senior prom held?
Lafayette.
Boom.
Okay, Todd.
I have another one.
Okay.
Okay, according to our yearbook, who was the most wanted man in 1988 from a celebrity standpoint? The most wanted celebrity.
Was it Tom Cruise?
What's that?
Tom Cruise?
No,
No.
it was Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah.
And then who was the most wanted woman celebrity?
Me? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Of course.
Celebrity.
Demi
Olivia
It was-
Newton-John. When was Grease out?
Yeah.
Moore.
Oh, Demi
Oh,
Moore.
Danny.
But well, Jennifer Grey was number 2, and Patrick Swayze was number 2 in the guys because of Dirty Dancing.
Dancing.
Okay, Heather Thorson, I'm so glad she's here. She's trying out to be a co-host. There's
Oh.
another question from Heather to Heather.
I feel it.
Who threw a toilet at the All-Star Wrestling match circa 1986?
Yeah, she's terrible. So we meet, and I'm the only girl that she invites to her birthday party, and it is an all-star wrestling party.
Okay.
So Jerry Blackwell threw a toilet. In her memory, I don't quite remember it this way, Heather, but she says I started crying, which I probably did. He threw a toilet. I was in 3rd grade, and I was the only girl she invited. It was all boys, and she was mortified.
A real, like a toilet?
Yes!
No
Yeah.
wonder why you can go to Channel 11 with us and see the wrestling matches on Channel 11.
And no wonder why I let my Dobermans chase her after that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I have another question that Brad Jones is saying he was there at the birthday party?
Does he remember the toilet?
He does.
See?
He remembers the toilet, and
He must have been strong.
Well,
another,
you know those all-star wrestlers, they were, you're kind of like, is this
Crazy.
real or not?
so there's some mysterious comments which I will read. So Brad Jones, who also a little trivia, Brad Jones actually lives near me, which is very unusual.
Oh,
He writes rock and roll Buck Zumov.
Is that a wrestler? I
I
don't know.
don't know. And then Chad Alt chimes in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
There.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you guys keep on with the comments. There's one question I wanted. One of the exciting things about Kris being here is that she is the first grandmother to be on the show.
Yay!
So tell us, what's it like to be a grandma? Oh, you're muted. Unmute.
They are, it's really rewarding. I love that they call me grammars. They always want to come over. They always want to snuggle. They always like to do things. And it's so fun to teach them new things and show them new things. And it's just.
And then they go home at night.
And then they go home or they might sleep over. Just depends.
That's so cool. And how many grandchildren do you have?
My son is 28 and he has 3 children. I was married for 17 years from 92 up. And I have a stepdaughter who also has 3 children. I don't see them as much. We do keep in contact, but I don't see them as much as I see the 3 from my son.
Wow, that's so great. Well, so we have been talking already for half an hour, and the commenters are going wild. I'm going to read some more of the mysteries. This is a little more wild than usual. What is
That's
that?
It's our prom key
It's
ring.
our prom
that I
key
found.
ring.
Oh my gosh, too funny.
I still have mine.
I
It's
know,
in
I found it in the box. That's where my
It's
trivia
in my
question came
box.
from.
You still have yours. That's so cool.
Yeah, mine's in the toy box.
Did you save any high school memorabilia, Heather?
I didn't. Not that I can think of anyway. It's probably just in a box somewhere.
Yes.
My mom saved everything,
Oh.
so that's why I have it.
Well, I'm going to read the comments one last time because they're really exciting. And then you should think about if there's anything else you want to share about each other or why you're about your friendship. Okay, ready? Heather Thorson says, Kris, I wish you were my grandma.
I'll be your grandma, Heather.
Troy Finn says, Buck Zumhoff in prison for stuff got in trouble in northern Minnesota. Maybe this is a wrestler.
Must be a wrestler. It's a wrestler.
Yes. Let's see what else the comments. Brad Jones says, nice to see you all. And I can't even see all the other comments because they're coming in so fast. So is there anything else you want to share with the world, each other?
No, I just, it's one of those things. Kris is one of those friends we cannot talk for a year and we hook up like it was yesterday. And I think it will just always be that way. It doesn't matter how much time goes on.
That's awesome.
I treasure Heather. She's a good friend, even though we don't do a lot together all the time.
Yeah.
That's so great. Well, Doug, do you have anything else you want to ask or share?
I don't think so. I'm just riding your coattails, Marnie.
Oh, I know I'm talking too much.
No.
You did good. Jason would be
you
proud.
Totally.
Okay, well, you two, it is so nice to see you. It's nice to hear about your friendship. I'm really interested in our friendships over these years and our memories and what we can share about people we've lost already. And there's so much more to talk about. So you can go onto Facebook and understand all of these wrestling comments and these secret codes I don't understand. And then I think next week, people, I think we have Sarah Strandberg and Mike Case. I might be wrong, but I'm not going to check. We will be on YouTube. We'll be back on Tuesday, and be safe, everyone.
Yeah, you too. Stay safe.
Go Royals!
Go
Go
Royals.
Good to see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
One night. Thank you, guys.